Hello and welcome everyone to AARP Wyoming's 2026 Video Voter Guide Series. I'm Tom Laycock with AARP Wyoming, and today we're joined by Lucas, who's running for the Wyoming Legislature in House District 43, located in Laramie County. AARP has a proud 40-year history of nonpartisan voter engagement and does not endorse or oppose candidates, nor does AARP make contributions to political campaigns or candidates at any level. Instead, we ask questions so our members understand where the candidates sit on important issues and can make their own decisions on Election Day. Today, I'll ask Ms. Lucas 3 questions, allowing for a 1-minute and 30-second response to each. Then we'll give her 2 minutes to deliver her pitch to the voters of House District 43. So our first question is this: Representative Lucas, recent AARP data suggests 80% of older adults wish to age in their homes and communities as they get older. If elected, what would you do to ensure older Wyoming residents can stay in their homes and communities as long as they can?
Well, thanks, Tom. It's a pleasure to be here today. Like most Wyoming citizens, seniors, I also want to remain in my home as long as I can. And I think I am officially a senior citizen, so I identify very well with the services you offer and with the seniors in my House district. We want to be independent, we want to stay close to family, and we want to stay in the communities that we helped build. To do that, my goal is to keep government out of your way as much as possible. Small government, cheap government, because what gets in the way for a lot of seniors right now are property taxes. I've talked to folks that are practically being priced out of the homes that they have owned for many years. So let's get that taken care of. I think that really seniors probably shouldn't be paying property taxes. I'm not in a position to make that happen yet, but I will tell you we are talking about it at the Revenue Committee, which I sit on. Government should remove obstacles and not take over people's lives. We should make sure that we have programs that are targeted to those who truly need help, make it easy for seniors to understand and access. I want to look for ways to preserve essential services that help seniors stay independent while also keeping taxes low so that none of us get priced out of our homes.
Thank you. Our second question for today. AARP Wyoming's 2023 Vital Voices Survey and our 2025 member survey show that our members are seeking candidates who will help protect them from fraud and scams. In recent years, we've seen scammers evolve to using crypto ATMs and deed fraud to separate Wyomingites from their cash. How would you work to protect older adults from fraud and scams?
I was a banker for over 40 years. I worked in banks and credit unions, and I've experienced and seen a lot of scams. And sadly, most of them are targeted to seniors. Seniors are the folks with the money sometimes, but also too, seniors tend to be a little bit more believing, maybe less quick to distrust. That doesn't mean though that we're not savvy, but it is serious because this targets people who've spent a lifetime building wealth or modest savings or retirement income. We have been talking about this, and last session we actually passed a bill that would help protect everybody using crypto ATMs, but because the targets are mostly seniors, I see seniors as benefiting the most from that. The recent Corporations Committee meeting, which was just actually a week ago in Lander, we talked specifically about title deed fraud, and AARP Wyoming was kind enough to share model legislation with us so that we can look at that too, to see what we can do to make this airtight. We just really need to protect everybody, but most especially our seniors, from fraud at all levels. And it starts with awareness. We know this is happening. Let's go. Let's get it fixed.
Thank you very much. Our third and final question for today. We know Wyoming residents are concerned about rising property taxes. While property taxes can be burdensome for some, they also fund critical state and local services. These services include local transportation, home-delivered meals, and home health services that keep older adults aging in place. If elected, how do you balance the need for relief with ensuring critical services stay in place?
Thanks, Tom. Well, I sit on the Revenue Committee and we do nothing but talk about taxes. And one of the things that we did in the 2025 session was to reduce residential property taxes by 25%. We also have a property tax relief program for long-term home owners, which if you're 65 years old and you have paid property taxes in Wyoming for at least 25 years, you can get 50% off. Not all seniors qualify for this yet, though, folks. Maybe you didn't live here long enough. Maybe you're not quite old enough, but those are things that we already have in place. The thing is, residential property taxes are just a small portion of your county's income. I live in Laramie County. I speak to Laramie County mostly because this is where I live and my constituents are here. And residential property tax accounts for, in 2025, $3.4 million of Laramie County's income. All but about 30% goes to education, fire mitigation, weed and pest control. The rest goes to the general fund. So actually a very small percent of a small percentage of taxes goes to the Laramie County General Fund. So there's a lot of other taxes. We're talking a lot about data centers are paying huge property taxes. We in Laramie County easily can afford to make our seniors' lives easier without even worrying about taxes.
Well, I thank you very much for answering our questions. So, Ms. Lucas, let's close today by giving you 2 minutes to explain why you're the best person to represent House District 43.
Thanks, Tom. I am running for re-election, folks. I just finished my first session, and as a fledgling freshman legislator, I can tell you I've learned a lot. I've worked darn hard. I ran co-sponsored or sponsored over 80 bills in the past 2 years, and I've had 2 passed into law of my own, which is a really good record for a freshman legislator. One of the things that I've done is I have helped reduce property taxes. I have worked on election transparency and integrity. I have worked on safeguards for you and transparency in government. And I've done a lot. I've worked really hard for you, but we're not done. We've got so much more that we can do to help protect our citizens, and most especially our seniors. We tend to be seniors the targets, and so we need to do a better job on that. I'd like to see that we can reduce your cost for owning your home, staying in your home. I also want to make sure that you get the services that you need. I am conservative, but conservative doesn't mean uncaring. It means respecting taxpayers, protecting families, making the government focus on its core responsibilities. So I'm going to fight for low taxes, limited government, and those things that will help you stay safe and in your homes. I hope you'll consider voting for me. Thank you.
Well, thank you, Ms. Lucas, for your time, and thank you to our viewers for joining us for this video voter guide. We encourage you to keep checking Cowboy State Daily and AARP Wyoming's Facebook page for more voter guides in the days to come.